All right, welcome to another episode, listeners. I am your host with the most, Chris Talks. Hope that you're having a good day because I'm definitely having a good one, folks. All right, thank y'all for tuning. Thank y'all for tuning in. All right. Anyway, okay, so let's get to our top story for this episode, which is the family of a four-year-old killed in a road rage shooting demands justice. A road rage shooter.
Bruh.
Yeah, I would demand justice too if my child got hurt in that situation. All right, listen. Let's let Sarah AI take over and report this for us. All right, hit it.
The parents of a 4-year-old boy who was fatally shot in front of them in what Southern California authorities described as an unimaginable road rage incident are demanding the two suspects who allegedly chased down and unleashed a barrage of gunfire on their vehicle go to prison for life. A family spokesperson told the news on Monday. The fatal shooting occurred Friday night in Los Angeles County after the assailants allegedly cut off the family's car on a highway in Lancaster. The Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department said in a statement. The boy was identified on Monday as Gore Adamian. According to the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner's Office. It's unimaginable. This could have been any of our families. It could have been any of us. Lancaster Mayor R. Rex Paris told Los Angeles news station. The suspects were identified Monday by the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department as 29-year-old Byron Burkhardt and 27-year-old Alexandria Gentile. Both suspects were booked at the Los Angeles County Jail on suspicion of murder. The Sheriff's Department said in a statement to the news on Sunday. The violence unfolded around 7:30 p.m. local time Friday as Gore's parents were driving on the Sierra Highway in Lancaster and encountered the suspects in traffic. According to the Sheriff's Department. During the incident, the suspect driver cut them off and then began following them through several surface streets. The LASD said, while being pursued by the suspects. The victim driver slowed his vehicle. At which time the suspect driver pulled up along the passenger side of the victim's car and began shooting. Bullets fired into the family's car hit Gore, who was in the backseat. In the torso, authorities said, his father and mother, who were in the vehicle, immediately transported him to a local hospital where he was pronounced deceased. According to the sheriff's statement, Miguel Coronado, who is acting as a spokesperson for Gore's parents, told the news on Monday that the family is asking for both the suspects to be incarcerated for the rest of their lives. No possibility of parole. Coronado, the executive director of the nonprofit education group Agents for Change in Los Angeles County's Antelope Valley, where the shooting occurred, said he met the family for the first time after the shooting and volunteered to help them. He said the mother told him they were heading to a grocery store when the incident occurred. The mother said the suspect kept harassing them, getting in front of them, and in back of them. And next thing you know, the suspects get onto the passenger side of the car and the woman hands the shooter the gun and fired about 8 times. Coronado said the mother told him. Coronado, who has established a GoFundMe account to help the family pay for funeral expenses, said the mother told him she heard her son cry out something to the effect that "I'm hurt." It was the last words the parents heard from their son. Coronado said, from what the parents told me, Gore was just a happy, regular little boy. He loved trucks, stuffed animals, just a very upbeat child who loved his mom and dad, loved his family. Coronado said, now he'll never know the experiences of school, the experiences of having friends. All that has been taken away in a moment of rage. He never even got to go to kindergarten. The boy's parents were not injured. Investigators were able to identify and track down the suspects within hours through the use of crime-fighting technology the city of Lancaster installed earlier this year. According to Paris, detectives said the suspect's vehicle was detected by the city's Flock Safety automated license plate recognition technology intended to reduce crime by alerting law enforcement when a stolen or wanted vehicle enters city limits. Paris said,
Yeah, this is a sad one. This is a sad story to report on. But first and foremost, before I get into that, we want to send our condolences to the family of this young man. Can we drop a bell for him, please? I saw a new bell. I like that bell. I really, because it's like a moment of silence bell, real quick. It's like a moment of silence bell, real quick. Um, I think in this situation, this is what I would call one of them senseless crimes.
Bruh.
Yeah, so let's give the people who got caught for doing it, let's give them the dummy buzzer. Oh hell yeah, yeah, because these guys, this is a senseless crime. Um, but if we can, let's give yeah, to the police department for catching these guys for doing such a senseless crime to where a 4-year-old had lost his life. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to understand that road rage is something that is not to be taken lightly. Because I mean, it's no different than what somebody has in what kind of weapons that somebody have in their house, and please view it that way. People drive around with many type of weapons, just like they hold many type of weapons in their homes. You know what I mean? So, I come on, drive-bys. Come on, let's just be honest, drive-bys. I'm not being funny. I'm just keeping it real. Drive-bys. People carry many different type of weapons in their cars. People carry pipes, da da da. I mean, there's already weapons in cars when you really look at it. Cause you got that little what's that joint to change the tire? You already got that in your car. That come with your car when you buy it. So there's many type of like weapons in your car. Now, should this man go to jail for life? Should these men go to jail for life? I don't know. A life for a life. Maybe an eye for an eye. I don't know. I don't know how you view it. A life for a life, an eye for an eye. Oh, that's how you feel? I don't know. But I do know this. I can't say this. That the amount of guns that's on the street in America is getting out of control. It is. And this road rage, this is getting out of control. Somebody cut you off. Okay, let it go, bro. Let it go. Because in this situation, as you can see, and I want to make sure I say it right. That's why I'm taking a little pause, because I want to make sure I say it right. A simple decision, and I want all my listeners to please understand this. Change my music real quick. Drop it back. Thank you. I want all my listeners to understand this. That a tiny decision, a few seconds, can change your entire life. And what these men did in those few seconds changed their entire life. Because now they're being charged with murder. Instead of just making a separate decision of just leaving this family alone, they chose to shoot through this door, to shoot through the car. And it's not just was it a minivan? It doesn't really state, but it just still, it was a car. Now, it doesn't state if there was tinted windows, so we don't know if the people could have seen through the car or not. But even if, the suspects in this case still followed them for several blocks. And that's the issue right there. That's the issue right there. All you people with this road rage, y'all need to cut this out, because this sometimes is the end result. That you sitting there with the road rage, and you're sitting there, you're following, you think you're mad at the driver because they cut you off, not realizing that there's kids in their car. Okay, they cut you off. Da, da, da. Did they hit your car? No. Did they do anything to your car? No. Is there any damage to your car?
Bruh.
Anything done to your car?
Bruh.
Nothing done to your car.
Bruh.
You just got cut off. That's it. Is it like at the end of the day, is it really that serious? Is it really worth your life? Is it really worth somebody else's life? I'm just saying. That's my question. I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. Is it really worth it? Oh, he cut me off. So now I'm gonna let him know that he cut me off, and I'm gonna teach him a lesson. For what? For what? That's what I'm saying. For what? You're gonna teach him a lesson, and in the process, get your car and their car messed up. That make any sense to you? And then you're gonna have to pay the insurance. It's still gonna cost you more. Either way. I mean, to me, the way I deal with road rage is I'll pull up near your car and beat my horn. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what the are you doing? That's it. But then I drop back or I move ahead and I keep going. I'm not going to keep following you. I'm not going to follow you for the next mile and a half, beeping my horn and doing that. What's that stuff called, Ed? What they call that now? What's this stuff called again? What's that? Braking? Yeah, braking. I'm not going to do all that stuff. To me, that's unnecessary. You doing that for what? What are you going to do? If, in my view, if you're not going to step out the car, which I would advise against, but if you're not going to step out the car and confront me face to face, then what are you doing? And this braking stuff, it seems to be like this new thing. And I think maybe in this situation, maybe that might have been the cause. They don't state the cause in my research. They don't really state the cause. They don't really state the cause. They just deem it as this situation, as a road rage incident. You cut me off, da da da. I mean, I think it was more than that. Because you could cut me off, I follow you. If I follow you, I'm beefing with you, da 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 da. You know? But I'm not going to shoot through your car. These people shot through these people's car and then fatally wounded their child. And now, because of that decision, these guys are going to end up in jail for the rest of their lives. Should they be killed for this? I don't know. I don't know the law in California. Can you be put to death in California? Can you be put to death in California?
Bruh.
I don't know. Some states still have the death penalty. I don't know. But maybe they'll seek the death penalty. If California, I'll have to look that up. But if in California law, maybe they'll get the chance to seek the death penalty or something like that. Maybe they will. But guns should not be in the hands of people like this. And this is the result of this. And at some point, and I mean at some point, like, we report the stuff that people don't really pay attention to. Most of it, all right? But at some point, I can guarantee you this, that some politician or something is going to try to use this as a way of gun control.
Bruh.
I'm dead serious. I'm telling you this. A 4-year-old boy, come on. They're going to try to use it. Now, you got to understand, in my opinion, it's the people. It is the people who are doing this. It is the people. It is the people who are going to have to pay. And that's just my view, in my opinion, on that. When you commit a crime like that, you're just going to have to pay. Definitely Buddha. Yeah, that's just my view, in my opinion, on that, bro. I just got to let that out. Because they're definitely going to use this on gun control. You just said something, and I want to address that. Yes, and I'm not playing. Yes, they're going to try to take this story and use it as ammunition for gun control. Why? Because, like I just said, a 4-year-old boy has died because of guns. Okay? When you get to politics and when you're dealing with them, the situation, it matters, but it doesn't. It matters to an extent. And when I say that is because it matters to build up what's the word I'm looking for? To build up the sympathetic vote. The situation will build up the sympathetic vote. Okay? Now, what they just trying to do is control who have guns and who don't have guns. I've spoke on this before. If you go back and look at my episodes, I've already spoke on gun control before. And how we just need to enforce the laws that are already there. It don't need to be too much reforming. It just needs to be the laws enforced that's already there. That's all that needs to happen, in my opinion, on reform. But I just wanted to address what you said. Yeah, because soon as we ain't gonna go into that. I just want to address what you said. All right, folks, let me get up out of here. If you like this content and want to hear more of it, hit that subscribe notification and hit that like button. Also, don't be afraid to share with your friends either. Yeah, also don't be afraid. All right, we're about to get up out of here. All right. Whatever. Yeah, definitely. All right, listen. All right, whatever. All right, listen. I want to thank all my listeners for tuning in. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me, and I so appreciate that. All right. Also, stay blessed and not stressed. Until next episode, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.